This time, let's solve for the integral of the given function f of z equal to z squared along a straight line. Take note of that, a straight line from 0 to 1 plus I. We need to understand that there are specific parameterization formula for different paths. This time we are on straight line. So we're going to use the parameterization along the straight line as well. But of course, to start, the integral of the given function along the path C is identified as the integral of your f of z of t, again, parameterization, times, or we have multiplied with z prime of t dt from A to B. Okay? So we will also identify A to B later on as we look into the different processes that will allow us to solve for this. Now, let's talk about the parameterization along a straight line. If you can still remember, in one of our videos, we're able to simplify the formula for the parameterization along a straight line, which would work for all functions. But of course, they will yield different forms later on, depending on which functions we are referring to. But basically, the parameterization of z of t, which we can use here, and of course, we would connect to the first derivative of this, is identified as z sub 1 plus your t times the difference of your z sub 2, and z sub 1. Let's use this, let's redo this as a parenthesis. Okay? Now, this is actually 0 is our z sub 1, the starting point, and our z sub 2 is 1 plus I. So for our z of t, it's actually 0 plus t times 1 plus I minus 0, which would give us our parameterization for this specific straight line as 1 plus I of t. Let's just take as to this one. Let's not multiply the t, because our next step here is to identify the first derivative needed as well for our integration. Treating this as one term, okay? We're treating this as one term, thereby making this as its constant or numerical coefficient, because it is with respect to t. So the first derivative of that, just like the derivative of 4x with respect to x, is 4. So just having here 1 plus I itself. Now we have this and we have this now. What we need to do is, this is already checked. What we need to do is this one here, because this is not automatically to be substituted there. Our given function is actually not described rather as z squared. Hence, if this is changed into the parameterization of z of t, this would also be equivalent to the parameterization of z of t squared. Okay? Take note, we are just changing the expressions there. And what was z of t? It's the entire expression here, 1 plus I times t, and you're squaring that, because that is how you defined your function here. So basically, again, this is not automatically the expression here, but this is very important to get that. So basically, you have here 1 plus I squared t squared. Okay? Allow me not to simplify this in the meantime, because as we plug that in on our given integration there is something that we can apply in simplifying portion later on. We know again that the integral of f of z dz along path C in this situation, straight line, is actually identified as this one here, z of t times z prime of t dt from A to B. Our expression, this one here, is this exact form. You will have here the integral of 1 plus I squared t squared, and its first derivative is 1 plus I dt from A to B. Now, before we proceed, let's try to be consistent with our A and our B. As discussed in the parameterization of straight line, we can actually use conveniently 0 to 1. You can use other intervals, 0 to 5, 0 to 10 if you would like to, but as convenient as it is, let's use 0 to 1. That's how we identify the boundary of your t, which is bounded by A and B, 0 to 1. This works only for the straight line parameterization. So in this case, you have here 0 to 1. This time, we're going to use now specific operations that will allow us to get the integral of this. I mentioned that I did not simplify that because with respect to t, this doesn't have any t, that we treat it as a constant. Together with this, they are the same, so we can combine them into 1 plus I cubed t squared dt from 0 to 1. Again, this is constant, and according to constant multiple property of integrals, you can move that out. 1 plus I cubed. You have here 0.1 t squared dt. What remains with our integral would be those with variable t, as long as they are actually under multiplication. If they are under subtraction or addition, we cannot do that. But under multiplication, you can always move out the constant, which is this one here. So this is actually further equivalent to 1 plus I cubed. And of course, the integral of t squared is t cubed over 3. 2 plus 1 over n plus 1, right? So that's actually, we're no longer using dt, but it would be from 0 to 1. Now, this may not be simplified, but since there are options later on that could be simplified, allow me to simplify that here. 1 plus I cubed. Using the special products, the cube of the first term plus 3 times the square of the first term times the second term, plus, it's plus because it's plus here. You have 3 times the first term and the square of the second term plus the cube of the third term. We're doing this so that we can always review that I squared is negative 1. We'll have to simplify this further. And at the same time, our I cubed is equal to I squared times I. And since I squared is negative 1, you have here negative I for your I cubed here. Okay? So, applying all of that, you will have here 1 plus 3i, because the square of 1 is actually just equivalent to 1. So, that's 3i. Here, again, this is negative, right? So, minus 3. And again, our last term is minus I, because I cubed is I squared times I, and I squared is negative 1. Simplifying that, you will have 1 minus 3 is negative 2 plus 2i. That is actually the value we can use here. Negative 2 plus 2i. Let me move that down. Hopefully, I still have enough spaces. As we will apply here, by substitution, 1 cubed over 3 minus, you have here negative 2 plus 2i, 0 cubed over 3, making all of this as 0. So you can have here the final answer, which is indicated by 1 cubed. So you have negative 2 thirds plus 2 thirds I. This is the integral of the given function z squared along a straight line from 0 to 1 plus I, using the parameterization for straight line and all of these necessary operations and techniques in getting the integral, specifically the constant multiple property, and this idea here of allowing us to simplify this further. Thank you very much for watching.